With a video. Been a couple days, but I'm back, and I want to touch on something I've been wanting to talk about. But you guys already know the answer to this about how a lot of light skinned people they embarrass and humiliate themselves in their own group of people to basically to hang around dark skinned people. And in these couple of videos, I'm going to show you proof of this about how some light skinned people would throw other light skinned people under the bus in order to get and get graces of dark skinned people. And it's funny because dark skinned people, black people, can pick up on this. They see that it's a mental weakness that light skinned people have, and you trying to go above and beyond to fit in with them, and you will tolerate any abuse in order to be around them. And in this video, these dark skinned dudes actually mocked light skinned people at the end of the video. But let's get into this.
My father size a lot of light skinned men. It's either they give Ike Turner or skin men. My father size a lot of light skinned men. It's either they give Ike Turner or Drake. It's no.
So basically what she's trying to say, she's saying that light skinned men basically give Ike Turner or Drake. Basically they either like degenerate males, or they're like who beat women and things like that, or they're like Drake, or like I guess Drake is just like a player, I guess. Who's a nice guy, I don't know. But that's usually how it is for all groups of men. They either degenerates or they upstanding men. But which I don't know Drake, so I can't really say that about him. But that's what she's saying. Let's see.
In between. Yeah. My personal experiences with light skinned men. My father size a lot of light skinned men. It's either they give Ike Turner or Drake. It's no in between. Yeah. All my cousins is Ike.
They lean all the way into the light skin, or they gotta overcompensate for the light skin.
I wouldn't have put it like that. Yeah. But I guess.
I'm just saying. I'm talking.
So I don't really see this with light skinned guys really. I don't see light skinned guys really trying to act hood like that. Some of them do. Like it depends on the environment they're raised in. Like if light skinned dudes hang around dark skinned dudes, they gotta act like that because they gotta prove themselves. But it's just it's an issue of being up under dark skinned people too much, and that's not having our own thing going on with being light skinned and not having a community for light skinned people. So we have to fit in to dark skinned people's standards. That's what it really is. But they always try to, like, as a light skinned guy, they always gonna put you in a position where they feel like you're trying to overcompensate for something. I say it all the time. But I don't really see that with light skinned guys. I don't see light skinned guys trying to act hood all the time. I don't see them going extremely overboard with it. That's just me personally. So, if you're a light skinned guy and you act yourself, they're gonna criticize you and say you acting light skinned. If you act hood, they're gonna say you overcompensate for something. But that's why I say don't worry about these people. Like, these people are stupid.
Cousins is Ike.
They lean all the way into the light skin, or they gotta overcompensate for the light skin.
I wouldn't have put it like that. Yeah. But I guess.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about the men. I'm not talking about
exactly, not the women.
No.
Not the strong, black, funny podcasting women.
Why light skin?
And notice he said, I'm talking about the men, not the women. Even though, in my opinion, I hate to throw light-skinned women on the bus, but it's really only light-skinned women that I really see like that, who act hood and overdo it. I even seen a light-skinned dude, I got it on my shorts, where a light-skinned guy even called, they said, why light-skinned girls always acting hood and acting like they're trying to overcompensate for something? I don't really see it with the men like that. I'm just being real. But with the women, I do see it a lot. I'm going to show other videos of it as well.
Why y'all be so pro-black?
You know what he said? Light-skinned women use dark.
And they laugh. You heard what he said? He said, why light-skinned people always the most pro-black? Y'all got to prove yourselves. And he's right about that. He knows why light-skinned people are like that because, like I said, they have no identity for themselves. For when we know the reason why. And he started laughing. He's like, the fact that you guys always trying to be pro-black, y'all not comfortable within your own skin. And dark-skinned people can pick up on that. Other groups of people can pick up on as well, that you guys suffer from an identity crisis. And they just mentally play with y'all. They just mentally mess with y'all. Since y'all want to fit in with dark-skinned people, and y'all want to overcompensate, and y'all want to go be so down with them, like they make jokes about y'all nonstop. I mean, so when you're insecure in your racial identity and your ethnicity and things like that, these dark skinned people pick up on it. All right, and they prey on it.
Skin emojis. No. Not the strong, black, funny podcasting women.
Why light skinned people? Why y'all be so pro black?
You know what it's said? Light skinned women use dark skin emojis.
Do you?
My fist black, the fist. Because when I did the white one, it didn't hit the same after my statements.
All right, I'm back with another part of a video, a short, like little snippet of another video she did when she dissed Saquon Barkley. It's funny because her nickname is "Don't Call Me White Girl," so that's like an insecurity of hers. So I'm guessing like black people call her white girl, letting her know that she's out of place, kind of like, and she's not the same as them, pretty much. And I'm gonna go back that last video I played. I'm gonna try to find the full video to get some more context of it. I might react to it, at least the part where they're talking about light skinned guys more. But her name is "Don't Call Me White Girl," so that's an insecurity of hers. But we're gonna see how she throws light skinned dudes under the bus. And she keeps bringing up light-skinned men's complexion. You know, she's been hanging around too many dark-skinned people. And listen to too much gangster rap. But let's see how she throws, you know, light-skinned men's complexion up. And she's like 3 shades lighter than Saquon is. Let's listen to what she says.
The yellow of the Eagles, he went and hung out with Donald Trump. Off the team. That's it. I don't know why. If they need to make me mayor and they have me having an office, I can make simple decisions. One strike, you're done. This is filled up. This is a city. We're not going for that. Go over there and play for the, what are they? The Commanders? Play for the Trumps. Anybody that associates themselves with that fascist is up. It's no way to explain it. It makes no sense. I don't care if you black, you white, you Chinese. I don't care if you purple. If you associate yourself in this time, right now where we at, right now, the games that playing, something is wrong with you. Please with that. Yeah. Of course he did. Yeah. Saquon's that yellow one. Saquon that one that drunk the liquor from the random white.
You see how she keeps bringing up that man's skin tone, even though Saquon is not yellow to me. She's yellow, but you see how she keeps bringing up this man's skin tone. Basically, he's trying to say that since he's yellow, he's a male, he's quick to be a quote-unquote sellout or something like that, even though the history shows it's the complete opposite. But but you could tell that she's overcompensating for something. It's another video that I want to find of her, and she was basically talking bad about white people, about how they weren't allowed at the cookout or something like that. And you could just tell that like light-skinned people, and specifically this chick specifically, she's like overcompensating, and she doesn't have to do that. Like you can just be yourself. But like, let's see what she's saying.
Exactly. He got BV or gingivitis or something. He drinking off fans. That's nasty. That's some nasty.
Oh Lord. I want to play another video. I'm not saying no hate to these content creators or anything like that, so don't think that. But I want to play the second video of this chick's talking about how light-skinned people can't be friends or some silly stuff. And this is this is back in 2011, I believe. It's like a while ago. Well, let's see it.
For like, but let me do this video. This video is about light-skinned people. As you can see, I am of the yellow persuasion, not Asian, but like I'm yellow. My skin complexion is pretty yellowish. Now, I noticed recently that I don't have no light-skinned friends. Now, I thought about it. I thought about long and hard, because you're probably like, Deanna, what are you talking about? You have to have at least one light-skinned friend. No, I really, really don't. I can name my friends off the top of my head. There's Jackie, who's my best friend, who's in the video. There's Helena, who you guys will never see her because she doesn't really exist. Like, not like she's my imaginary friend. She doesn't exist, but she's really hard to hang out with. She's so busy all the time. Tasia, who is having a baby. Elise, who lives up in Pennsylvania. She might have been in one of these videos before. I don't know. Yaya, who's up in Pennsylvania. Bernadette, who is Filipino. Yeah, so that's basically... So in that circle right there, they're all dark skinned, except for the Filipino. And I was thinking, I was like, yo, I had to. I'm sorry, there's something on TV. There's like a preview for a movie I really wanted to see. So I was thinking, like, yo, there had to have been at some point in my life when I had light-skinned friends. Because I'm like, yo, light-skinned people normally travel in a pack together. But if you think about it, when light-skinned people are together, it always seems like there's some, like, tension in the group. And I was thinking, like, yo, when's the last time I had a light-skinned friend? And I thought, and I honestly thought some more because I'm like, yo, I really don't hang out with no light-skinned people. It was, like my second year of college up in Pennsylvania. A girl I hung out with was light-skinned. But it was 2 light-skinned girls and 2 dark-skinned girls. And we all hung out together.
I don't never see light-skinned people in packs at all. Every time I see a light-skinned person, especially within the black community, they're closely monitored by dark-skinned people, and they're purposely separated. All right, but I feel like she's doing this because she knows the repercussions of, a lot of people fear dark-skinned people for some odd reason. I don't know why, but they do.
As time went on, people fell off. One dark-skinned girl fell off, then kind of another dark-skinned girl fell off, so it was kind of just me and the light-skinned girl, and then we just stopped being friends. Like, I don't exactly remember what happened or what was the reason, but our friendship ended in, like, this big, tragic-ass, I don't fuck with her no more, I don't fuck with you no more type fight, and I'm just like, yo, it makes perfect sense. Light-skinned people can't be friends. And I think the whole reason is because there's too much competition. There's too much, too many competing. Like, if 2 light-skinned people are friends, they're competing for the same person to talk to, the same type of, like, activities to be in. Because, like, dark-skinned people they are multifaceted in their talents. I feel like you can meet 3 dark-skinned people, I swear, and none of them will do the same thing. They will be like,
I completely disagree. I think light-skinned people are completely different. It's only really a certain group of light-skinned people who are the same. Like, if you look at light-skinned people, you have different types of light-skinned Negroes. You have that really with all groups of people, but like, I don't agree with what she's saying at all. I feel like she's just pandering, but
this one is like really super good at math and they're into like cars or something like that. And then you'll meet another one who's like, they're like an engineer or something like that, and they're really into like spoken word and poetry. And then you meet another dark-skinned person. Mine, they can all be friends. And then
I disagree. Dark-skinned people are literally like a walking stereotype. And they literally have a whole stigma. It's not all of them, but it's the majority of them. We know what acting dark skin is. They came up with these stereotypes because that's what the vast majority of the people act like. It's actually light-skinned people who are versatile with their interests and what they're interested in, especially light-skinned men. Like, light-skinned men are very versatile with what they like and what they don't like, what they're interested in. Like, especially if you're adding in biracial people as well. Like, they're very, like, I don't see the same interest, but like I said, I feel like she's pandering.
this one's like,
And this is I went through this chick's page, and like, she's one of these pro-black, like, you light-skinned guys got to stay away from, and light-skinned people in general, from pro-black light-skinned people, but especially you light-skinned brothers. Stay away from light-skinned women who are pro-black, who are Afrocentrists. I say that all the time.
really into their job and their schoolwork and this, that, and the third, and they got kids or whatever. They can be multifaceted. If you meet 2 light-skinned girls, what do? They both models. They both only date light-skinned dudes.
I ain't never met a light-skinned girl who only date light-skinned dudes, but I'm pretty sure they're out there. But she said they all model. Like, if you look at all the modeling gigs, especially the ones who are like actual like models, I mostly see dark-skinned women, especially foreign dark-skinned women, in those positions. I don't see light-skinned women. I guess when she's saying model, she means like video vixens for black men and rap videos or something. Or she's talking about Instagram models. I don't know. She could be talking about Instagram models, but this was back in 2011, if I believe. But I don't even think Instagram was out during that time. So, like, I don't know what she mean by models. I don't know. Like, but notice how, like, she's only, like, she's repeating after the stereotypes that dark skinned people made about light skinned people. It's not actually her thoughts and opinions about other light skinned people. They speak from a place of what dark skinned people think. You have to understand that about light skinned people who want to fit in with black people with dark skinned people. They're never going to sit down and actually observe light skinned people. They're going to tell you what dark skinned people think, and they're just going to repeat after dark skinned people because they want to fit in with them.
Both only shop at certain stores. They both the same size. They look the same. If you think about it, when you meet two light-skinned people together, it is very rare that there are any differences between the two. And I think this all goes back to light-skinned people being conceited. Now, you know I can't be lying because I'm light-skinned and I'm saying it. I'll admit it. So what? I don't care. What you gonna do about it? Click the X? I don't care. Click it. I still got your subscription, bitch. So... No. So my whole point is, and this concept is almost mind blowing. Light skinned people can't be friends because we're all the same. And if we are actually friends and we actually hang out and we actually go out with each other, like chill or whatever, we realize that there's way too much competition. There's no diversity in light skinned people.
See, this is stereotypes that kind of support. Yeah, I mean, you're repeating at them, so you must support them. And they all stereotypes. They come from dark-skinned people, and that's kind of an insult to dark-skinned people and other people that you're hanging around. You're basically trying to say that dark-skinned people. I don't know if I'm comprehending this correctly, but you're saying that they're not competition. Like dark-skinned people are literally known for competing with light-skinned people and trying to outdo them. Like that's literally what they. I know it's 2025 now, and this was a long time ago, so it's kind of obvious now because they're starting to reveal everything. But dark-skinned men and women are literally known for competing with light-skinned people. Light-skinned people on average, especially with the men, like we don't be thinking about these people. But whatever.
All light-skinned girls got long hair or semi-long hair. If it's not theirs, they weave it up. They want to be models. They're all about their looks. Unless you meet a light-skinned girl that's like a poet, which I'm kind of a diversified light-skinned person, but I think it's only because
I know a lot of light-skinned girls, at least on social media, who are poets. I know a lot of them. And keep in mind that light-skinned people are minorities, but I know a lot of light-skinned girls on the internet who are poets. I'm being dead serious. I know some in real life who are poets. I don't get what she's saying. All right, but
hang around dark-skinned people so much, I'm into a whole bunch of different things. Like, unless you meet a light-skinned girl that's like a poet, which I'm kind of a diversified light-skinned person, but I think it's only because I hang around dark-skinned people so much.
See what she said? She said she hangs around dark-skinned people so much. Like that's something, like that's a good thing. But she's saying and that's what she's getting all these views from.
A whole bunch of different things. Like, y'all would never know that I used to race cars. If you just walked up to me, you wouldn't really know that I do poetry. I used to model. What else did I used to do? I don't know. I used to do a lot of stuff. I used to be a cheerleader, but I also used to play soccer. I used to run track, but I also used to be on a step team. Like, all this crazy, like, parallel, kind of not together stuff. But on a regular, light-skinned girls think they're the shit. They like to play in makeup.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? Like, who cares? Like, what's wrong with light-skinned women, like, thinking they the shit? Who cares? Y'all don't use this logic towards dark-skinned women at all. Y'all don't use it to any other group of women. Why do light-skinned women have to be humbled like that? I don't get it. Like, I just, like...
to be expensive, have extravagant taste, and all that. Point of this video is...
I don't see what's the big deal, but she gets this from dark-skinned people, especially dark-skinned women. This is what they tell her, and she walks around acting like it's an actual reality when they tell her this. All right, but it's not based in reality if you ask me. But whatever.
Excuse me. Light-skinned people can't be friends. And kind of, sort of, that light-skinned people need dark-skinned people to balance them out. No racist. Like,
you see how these light-skinned, some of these light-skinned people, especially these light-skinned girls, they love repeating after these dark-skinned supremacists. Like they love repeating after these dark skinned supremacist people. Light skinned people can't be friends. They can't date each other. They get all this stuff from dark skinned people. They really think dark skinned people care about them. Like it's crazy. Like these people are insane.
I can't really. Well, I guess I could be racist. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. I was about to say I can't be racist. I'm black, but that's not true.
You're beige.
I just
You're not black. You're beige.
think light skinned people can't be friends, and that dark skinned people balance out light skinned people, and that in the event that there are light skinned people who wind up being friends, they're not really real friends. They're kind of like those fake friends where they're friends sometimes, but when they're not around each other, they probably talk about each other. Because light skinned people are petty too.
What is she talking about? Like dark skin, that's dark skinned people. Like go look throughout the history. It's actually dark skinned people who backstab each other and backstab everybody, including light skinned people. It ain't light skinned people. Is that all dark skinned people and light skinned people? No, I know some light skinned dudes who backstab each other, but it's not a skin color thing. But I noticed it's mostly amongst darker people. All right, light skinned people, especially the men, I noticed tend to be the most loyal group out of everybody on earth. That's what I've noticed. But light skinned people and their identity issues, boy, this is insane.
We petty as shit.
But this is crazy. Light skinned people and identity.